A Lebanese group has been in the news recently because of a surprising event with their communication devices. They used pagers and walkie-talkies as part of their tools, and the simple idea behind using a pager was to make it unhackable and difficult to compromise. But on a bright Tuesday afternoon, September 17th, 2024, the pagers and walkie-talkies suddenly started beeping and buzzing. These sounds were supposed to alert members about an important message, but instead of sending information, the devices set off something unexpected.
No one has claimed responsibility, but Lebanon is accusing Israel. American officials say that Israel notified them of this. Israel is the obvious suspect here. Israel and Lebanon have been fighting for almost a year now, cross-border fighting almost every day. In recent weeks, Israel has sent a number of signals that its patience was running out. This fighting has displaced tens of thousands of Israelis from their homes in northern Israel, also on the Lebanese side, but Israeli officials have made it clear that their patience is running out, so there is strong evidence that Israel is somehow connected to this incident.
People are left seeking answers to the pressing question: how were these communication devices compromised? Considering the fact that there are several claims that it was done by the Israeli government. Little did we know, this was just the beginning of a much bigger story unfolding. The plan to hack Hezbollah's communication devices was nothing short of brilliant and had been years in the making. It unfolded in two daring stages, each carefully crafted to outsmart the enemy. It all began nearly 10 years ago when Mossad, Israel's intelligence agency, secretly slipped walkie-talkies into the hands of the group in Lebanon. These weren't ordinary devices. Hidden in their batteries were explosives, and they had a secret system that allowed Israel to listen to Hezbollah's conversations undetected for almost 9 years. Just imagine that, hearing everything your enemy says without them ever knowing. Fast forward to 2023. And the tension was rising. The group were increasingly worried about Israeli spying on them, had already lost 170 fighters to Israeli airstrikes, including a senior commander and a key Hamas official. In a serious speech on February 13th, the group's leader warned his followers that their smartphones were more dangerous than Israeli spies. He urged them to break their phones, bury them, or lock them away to keep their communications safe. So, what did they do? They turned to pagers, those small devices used to send and receive messages. Hezbollah thought pagers would be safer because they were low-tech and harder to trace than mobile phones, which they had abandoned due to their vulnerabilities. But little did they know that Mossad was already plotting to exploit this very decision. As Hezbollah tried to strengthen its communication methods, they began receiving offers to bulk purchase a Taiwanese brand of pagers called Apollo. The pagers appeared perfect for their needs. The company had no obvious ties to Israel, and the offer came through a trusted sales agent, a woman who had built solid connections with Hezbollah. Although her identity remained a mystery, her credibility helped seal the deal. The Apollo AR-924 pagers had features that appealed to Hezbollah. They were rechargeable, waterproof, and equipped with long-lasting batteries. Most importantly, they seemed safe from Israeli detection. Impressed, Hezbollah leaders ordered 5,000 of these pagers, excited about what they believed was a secure way to communicate. They began distributing them to fighters and support staff, convinced they had outsmarted Israel. However, this was where the trap lay. Mossad had engineered these pagers to be built in Israel. Inside each device, they cleverly added a small amount of undetectable explosives. Even more chilling was that Mossad had installed a secret remote access system, allowing them to trigger the explosions from afar. The pager was designed to send its messages encrypted, and the only way to read this message was to simultaneously press 2 buttons to decrypt it. This was designed intentionally. To set off the bomb, the user had to press 2 buttons at the same time, one with each hand. This was no coincidence. Mossad designed it so that when the signal was sent, The explosion would likely blow off both hands, rendering the fighter unable to fight or even hold a weapon. Then, the moment came. Mossad sent the signal that detonated thousands of pagers simultaneously across Hezbollah's ranks. The air filled with chaos as explosions rocked the group, catching them completely off guard. Many fighters were left severely injured, their trusted devices turned into deadly traps. How Mossad managed to pack explosives into thousands of pagers and deliver them to Hezbollah remains a closely guarded secret. But one thing is clear: this operation will go down in history as one of the boldest and most successful intelligence missions ever carried out. As the dust settled, Hezbollah was left to pick up the pieces, questioning how they had been so easily outsmarted. Their trust in technology had become their greatest vulnerability, and the world watched as this audacious act reshaped the battle lines in the ongoing conflict.